Welcome to CCCS 111, Introduction to Programming. My name is Muhammad Usman Ilyas, and I'm an associate professor of computer and network engineering at the University of Jeddah. Our textbook for this course is See How to Program, the 8th edition from 2015. Publisher is Pearson, and this book is by Paul and Harvey Deitel. Very well-known book, very well-known authors who have a whole lot of other books on other programming languages. So this is going to be our textbook this semester, and we are going to cover most of chapters 2 through 9. We're going to skip chapter 10. We're going to move on to chapters 11, 12, 14, and 15. So as you can see, this book is about programming in C, teaches the C programming language. And along with C, if you're not familiar with the language, you may also have heard of another programming language with a very similar name, C++. So by the end of this course, we'll have covered most of the essential concepts of C, and we'll dip into a brief introduction to C++ and how that is significantly different from C. So this is our schedule this semester. You can pick out your section out of this table. So you're either in section AAF, AAH, or AAZ. And classes for all sections are on Mondays and Wednesdays. The timings for each section are different, of course. Section AAF meets from noon to 1:20 p.m. Section AAH, 3 to 4:20, and section AAZ from 5 to 6:20. I will also be having office hours on alternate days, so on days that we don't have classes, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can contact me on Microsoft Teams. I'm, of course, always available by email. If these hours do not suit you, you can always make an appointment. So about some other course policies, we have assignments in this course, about 10 to 14, about one every week, except the first week, of course. You'll have about 4 to 5 days to complete an assignment. There will be no late submissions, and all assignments will be posted and collected through Blackboard. There's already a folder by the name of Programming Assignments in Blackboard for your course, so you should keep an eye on that. In addition to that, although this, so we will also be having labs, something between 7 to 12 labs, roughly one a week. These are of a shorter duration, as labs typically are, about a couple of hours. And again, no late submissions. Whatever deadline is posted should be considered final. I won't make extensions to that. Again, labs this semester will be posted and collected through Blackboard. As far as exams go, we have 2 midterm exams and 1 final exam. I'll not be taking late exams. There will certainly be no retakes. If you let me know before the exam date that you cannot appear for the exam, and if you can convince the department chair, if you have a valid reason, we'll look into that. But if you miss an exam, and there will be no retakes. You can't take an exam after it's already happened without a good reason. So these are the weights assigned to different grading instruments. So the final exam is going to be 35%, midterm 1, 10%, midterm 2, 10%. The labs are going to be collectively worth about 20%, and the programming assignments 25%. So as you can see, the coding assignments are worth 25%, are a big chunk. The labs are also involve programming. If you want to do well in this course, you should focus on the labs and the coding assignments. If you can do those, you should not, I anticipate you should not have much of a problem with the midterm or the final exam. I will also be recording my lectures in the form of videos, just like this one that you're listening to right now. You will be able to access these recorded lectures after the class is over. I will upload them to Blackboard into the video lectures folder, which you should already be able to see. I am also planning to upload these videos to my YouTube channel, and I have a specific playlist for this course called CCCS 111 Introduction to Programming, and the link to that playlist is right on the slide. So just click that, and that should take you to that playlist. And I suggest you subscribe to it so that whenever I upload something new, you get a notification for it and don't miss anything. For communication, I'll be using primarily Blackboard. Pay attention to the announcements section, and I'll also be using my email, not for everything, but some things. We may also add some other means of communication this semester, because this semester has gone fully online. So I may consider adding a Microsoft Teams group for each section. But so if that happens, I'll announce that. For development tools, I realize that most students are Windows users, which is fine. So I will be using Visual Studio Community Edition 2019 for my lectures, for the demos. It's available for free, and I think most students are using Windows PCs, so acquiring Visual Studio should not be a problem that way. In any case, Visual Studio is also available in the computer labs at the university. So if you want to use different development environment, different IDE other than Visual Studio, you can, but you'll be on your own for that. If you run into any, if you have any questions about that, you'll have to just Google those. And yeah, that's it. That's all the announcements I can immediately think of at the start of the semester. So I'll see you in the next lecture.